Hi, I'm Liz, and we are Two Grateful Stitchers. We're glad you're here. Thanks for joining us for our 6th Flosstube video. We would like to do a huge thank you to everyone for all the views and the comments on YouTube and on Instagram. We're Two Grateful Stitchers over there on Instagram.
Thank you. Yes, and I want to give a shout out. Today's shout out goes to Kendra at the Stitching Bee in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I was there last week Saturday visiting my granddaughter and decided to take her with me to get some floss to add to my stash. And I just want to say that I ran into some really nice ladies while I was there. It was wonderful chatting with you. And Kendra has a great supply of floss. I was able to pick up almost every single skein of floss that I needed. If you ever have a chance to stop in her shop, it's adorable, and there are a ton of finished projects on the wall. Oh, yeah. Just absolutely beautiful.
She does mail order too.
Yeah. I have never ordered from her mail order.
Yep. I think you can reach out to her on Facebook or you can give her a call.
Okay. Again, it's called the Stitching Bee. Thanks. It was fun.
So I've been watching a lot of Flosstube. Laura doesn't watch a lot of Flosstube, but I like Flosstube.
She's addicted.
I binge watched all of Annie B's folk art Flosstube videos all the way back to her first one. I watched all of them, and she's awesome. And her daughters joined her in her Flosstube videos a few videos back, and they're all so much fun to watch. And I'll show you some stuff about that a little later. But they directed me to Jessica at Sweetwater Stitcher, and I have started binge watching all of her videos. And she shows how she organizes her DMC floss, and I bought all the stuff to do that, and I'm like working my way through that project. I can't wait to have it organized so I'm not continually buying the same things over and over again. Laura knows how bad I am at that. I watched all my regular ones I love to watch: Jen Stitching Niche, Kitten Stitcher, Kindred Stitcher, Texstylust, Farm Girl. And then I also saw a new one to me, Running with Needles and Scissors. I've seen Sylvia on Instagram, and I just watched the video where they had gone to the Country Sampler summer camp, and Laura and I are really hoping that they do it again next year and that we get to go because it looked like so much fun. So that was a lot of fun. We love Flosstube. So we don't have any fully finished objects.
No.
I was like this close. I was trying to teach myself how to frame, and it didn't go well. So
we're going to learn.
Maybe next time.
Yeah. That's a goal. That's a very good goal for both of us.
Yeah, for sure. So we do have some finishes. So if you want to show yours first, you have a couple of them.
I do. So because it's July, and I know the 4th of July is past, but it's still July, I was able to finish this one. It is called Freedom by Rovaris. I don't have the pattern any longer because I did give the pattern away to a friend, but it was a really quick stitch, not a ton of floss. It's beautiful. I love it, and I'm going to turn this into a pillow.
Oh, you are? Oh, I love it. I did find the pattern on Etsy, so I can put that link in the description box below. I did theirs on, looks like a country tea dye, maybe, or coffee tea dye.
Yep, it looks like a natural linen or a dyed linen. Mm-hmm. I did mine on 32 count Lugana, and I chose a blue fabric. I just thought the red, white, and blue stood out really well against it. So that's what I went with.
And where did you say you bought that fabric?
I got this fabric, shopping with Liz, 15 years ago at Stitcher's Crossing in Madison, Wisconsin. I don't know if they're still there.
No.
Okay, so they're not there. But it was a fun trip. It was fun.
Yeah. We went a few times. They framed a few things for both of us, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. They were great. Yep.
And then they went all to like quilting and stuff for a while. They stopped with the cross stitch, and then eventually it kind of just went away.
Yeah, if I remember right. Yep.
My next finish is not patriotic, but I showed this to you guys on the last video.
Which you want me to hold up? This?
Sure. And that's called Gobble Gobble by Plum Street Samplers. And I'm happy I finally got it finished.
It's adorable. It's so tiny.
It is. It's very tiny.
How are you going to finish it?
I did that on a 36 count linen. And I am going to do, what's this stuff called here?
Chenille?
The chenille.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to do the chenille edging. Now, I have a skein. I bought chenille at Joann Fabrics. Just a big skein of it. Yarn. Yep. Okay. And I like to play with Rit dye. Oh, yeah. So I am going to dye my own chenille and then use it to do that. So after I get that finished, I'll share it with you guys. And And then I can share my dyeing process with you guys too.
Oh
And,
yeah, we're looking forward to that. Soon we'll do that, right?
I figured why not? Just buy the skein of white and then cut off sections for what I would need for whatever project it is I'm working on, and then just dye it
to match.
instead of having all this huge stash of all these skeins of chenille everywhere. I just don't have the room, and I also don't know what I'm going to do with my projects sometimes when I finish them. Am I going to frame them? Am I going to just do a plain finish with a pillow, or do the chenille, or do the ruching? So I figured I could just dye as I go along. Yeah. And it's fun. Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
So that's all I have for finishes.
Okay, I have one finish. I finished a burst sampler from one of the grandkids.
That turned out. That's so cute.
This one is Pea Pod by Bent Creek, and I forgot to get the pattern on. I can do that quick.
You got to tell them about your grandson. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So my grandson is 6. You know, obviously I've been working on this for a while. Well, I didn't start it right away when he was born, but I was working on it. He was here, and he is like a bolt of lightning. He's just zoom, zoom, zoom everywhere. And he said, "What is that?" And I said, "It's a burst sampler for you. It's for you." He stopped for a hot second, looked at it, and he was like, "Am I that little bean?" And I said, "Yes, Jeffrey, you are that little bean."
It's adorable.
So I'm doing the exact same pattern for his brother, so I will start that one probably this week. So that's the Pea Pod Sampler by Bent Creek.
Oh, don't forget your button.
Ooh, the button, yes. I wanted to match it for the other one, so that's why that button isn't on there yet. But okay. Should we move into whips?
Yes.
Okay. You want to show your Teresa Kogut one, or you want me to do these first?
Sure. I can show
you
mine.
Do yours,
yeah. Okay. I showed you this on the last video, and it was just a start.
The fabric. Yeah.
Because I spoke to you about the fabric. The fabric that I got was like a yellow cream color, and I cut a section off and I dyed it.
I love it.
So the pattern is called Our Trust, and it's in the Broad Stripes and Bright Stars booklet by Teresa Kogut, and they're showing it down here on red linen. And my linen, or I should say my Lugana, is not red, but this is the color that I did want, and it turned out really,
it looks amazing.
Really well.
I love it. Yeah, if you weren't holding it up right next to this, I would have thought it was the exact same color.
Right.
So it's very, very close.
Once you get all the stitching filled in, and then again, however I decide to finish it, I think it's going to be...
It's so tiny. What count is that?
25 count.
Oh.
This is 25 count Lugano.
Is it over 1?
Nope, it's over 2.
Oh.
It's just very tiny.
Fascinated by the tiny stuff.
No, I use my magnifying lamp to stitch this, and my magnifier glasses to stitch it as well. But it is a quick stitch. There aren't very many colors of floss, 5 or 6, and you're just repeatedly using the same colors throughout. So it stitches up quick, and I think
What are these called again, these little pieces?
What little pieces?
They're not vignettes, they're... Oh, I put it in the last video and I forgot what it was already, where you're just doing one little thing. Motifs.
Oh, the little
It's
motifs.
like a bunch of little motifs.
Yep, they're all little motifs.
Yeah, I love it.
I can't wait. I'll show it to you guys. I'm hoping to have it finished by the August video, and then I can show you what it looks like.
And you're doing a pillow, did you say? I'm sorry, I didn't catch it.
Yep, I'm going to do a little pillow.
Yeah, I love it. So her pillow isn't even trimmed or anything. She doesn't have any ruching or chenille or anything.
No, it's plain, and I think I'm going to leave it plain as well too. All the decoration is in the stitching.
Yeah, yeah. Teresa Kogut's amazing. She's very talented.
And then my one only other whip that I have / start, because I started it since the last video. This pattern is called Forever in Peace by Sweet Wing Studio.
Let me take it out and hold it up.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
I forget that sometimes you guys can't see because of the glare on the packaging.
Sometimes people say they like the crinkling and some people hate it, so...
We apologize in advance for the crinkling.
If you hate it, yeah.
But I can show you while she's opening it up how far I've gotten. So I am doing this on 18 count Ada, and the fabric is from Beez Stitch Me. Her name is Brandy, and she has a website, beezstitchme.com, and the color on this one is called Cinnamon. And when I got this, because I was in the Fabric of the Month Club for quite a while until my stash got built up, when I first got the fabric, I loved it. The then I thought, what am I ever going to stitch with it? And then when I got this pattern, I had a natural linen, I had like a beige linen, and then I had this cinnamon laying out, and my eyes went directly to the cinnamon. And then I asked my husband his opinion, and he said the same thing. Got to do it on this color. It just, for some reason, makes the colors of the thread that I chose pop. And speaking of the colors of the thread that I chose, the reason I said that is because I am not using one single called for color.
Oh, really? You changed them all?
I did, because I didn't have any in the house.
Oh, okay.
And
floss is so hard to come by these days.
It is hard to come by. And as soon as I got it, I wanted to stitch it right away. So the day I got it in the mail, I literally went to my floss cabinet, couldn't find the floss it called for, but I found colors of floss that I really, really liked.
So we put her floss cabinet on Instagram during the Common Threaded Stitcher hashtag 30-day thing, but I don't think we've ever added it to a video. So I could add the video of your floss cabinet showing them how amazing it is at the end of this video. I'll try to figure out how to do that. Usually I can get it to work, but you know.
But
we'll see.
if you're interested in the colors of the floss that I used versus the colors that the pattern calls for, we can list them in the description.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just so that you have a reference. But I think it turned out well.
Oh, I love it. Brandy, Be Stitch Me has a Facebook group too, and she does like Friday Night Flight, and that's like a...
You bid.
You bid.
Yeah, you bid for her fabrics. She'll put out different fabrics at, I think she does it one Friday a month, 9 o'clock Central Time. And all these different pictures of all the fabrics show up.
Mm-hmm. And it's Lugana, Ada,
linen, different
every
counts.
count.
Yeah, all the way up.
Oh, and they're gorgeous.
40 count linen.
Every color you can imagine.
Yep. And all you do is just put me please, or yes, or mine. And then you find out in a day or two if you got the bid, and she'll send you an invoice, and then a week later you get a wonderful package of very fun stuff.
Yeah, and she does after the Friday Night Flight the next day. If you were one of the people who won a bid, then you get entered into a drawing too. And I'm like Laura, I filled up a whole bin with getting the monthly fabrics, and they're gorgeous. And I have to figure out how to use them before I buy any more.
So we took a break.
I halted my membership for a little while too.
Yeah, and she's really good about it. You can just send her an email, tell her you'd like to be on pause for a little while, and then just let her know when you want to start up again. You can also switch. When I first signed up, I signed up strictly for 32 count linen, and I did that for a couple of months, and then I emailed her and said I need to build my stash in Lugana, and we did that for a couple of months, and then I changed it again, and she is so accommodating, and the fabric is beautiful.
It is.
And the shipping prices are really good too.
Yeah, very reasonable.
Yep. So we just wanted to put that out there for you.
Yeah, and I'll put that her contact information or her website in the description box below too, so you have it. So
all right.
And I'll remember to put that conversion. You'll have to remind me.
Yes, I will.
So, okay, for my whips, I have my first one. Oh, and I don't think I took anything out of the packages either, so we'll have to work our way through these. So. I'll hold that one up. That is, we've shown this before. We each got one of these, and I started this as Plum Street Liberty Lodge, and we bought this at the quilt store in Amana, Iowa, when we were on the Farm Girl Gathering retreat there in May. And this is so much fun to stitch. I had committed to starting 4 other things at our last video, and I was like, I don't want to put this down to start those, but then I started those, and they were all fun too, so that's good. Oh, I should show you the fabric with it, floss.
And she did this on an 18 count.
Yep, this is the 18 count from Rebel Stitcher. I think I had shown that in I know I've shown it in either last one or the one before, so I still have a bunch of it left, so I'm going to use it for another one. I'll show you in a bit too. So
and did you use all the called for flosses?
I did, yep. I used all the, yeah, you know me.
Can't deviate from the plan.
I just like it that way. You can just stack them up if you don't mind. And this one is just a teeny tiny little start, but I really wanted to do this. So I'll get the floss out and show you that because it's amazing. So this is the one that the pattern's older, so this I had to buy this to substitute one, so I haven't figured out how to get this on here, but yeah, it goes like that. I have this teeny tiny little baby start. This is the pattern is called With Needle and Thread by Blackbird Designs. And I'll show you the, should have had it marked, huh? Okay, it's called Let Heaven and Nature Sing. And this is the pattern, and a stitchy friend on the internet borrowed it to me. So I am committed to getting it done as quick as I can.
So she can return the book.
So I get it back, yeah. So those are the colors with it. I have a harder time with the smaller counts, but I started it. Figuring out how to get it all on the Q stamp was probably the hardest part of doing it. And the needle minder was a gift from Laura, so that was fun. But yeah, I finally did that, so I'm happy that I at least have it started. We can put that on that one, otherwise I'll get them mixed up.
Excuse my reach.
You're good. And then the next one I started. So if you'll remember last time I said I would start all of these, so I didn't do huge starts, but I did start them. So this is by Heart and Hand. It's called Be Kind. It's a lot of little animals and flowers, and the colors are gorgeous. And I got a little tiny start on this. This is 32 count Lugana. If I didn't mention, the other one was on 32 count Lugana too. They're just different colors. This one I think is the, what's it called? The one that's dyed or stamped on one side.
Oh.
Country Mocha, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Vintage Country Mocha.
Vintage Country Mocha, yes. And the other one, I don't know what the name of that fabric is, but I know it's 32 count.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I finished this one, and it's in one of our first videos.
Yep.
It's adorable. I have mine finished. I still don't have it in a frame. I'm actually thinking about putting it in a frame that can sit on my desk at work. Just a reminder to all of us to be kind to one another.
Yeah. I had a sign at work that said, "Be kind or leave." So there's that. Sorry. Okay, so this next one, the last one that I promised to start, if you want to hold that for me, that's the floss. And then this is the book, and this is Winter Rose Manor by Brenda Gervais. And let's see if you want to, just a little teeny tiny start on this one. Let me hold this over
Go ahead.
against the fabric. So you can see it here. So I have just this little tiny start in the upper corner. This is just gorgeous. Last night I went on the hashtag Winter Rose Manor on Instagram and just scrolled through the 500 pictures
of the finished ones.
All the things that people have done. And I think I shared last time I had saved a bunch of them that I want to make sure I do. One person had defined the edge of the house a certain way. Some people had done satin stitches for the wings on the cardinals. Those are things I want to incorporate in there.
The Smyrna stars, too.
Yes.
Somebody had thrown those in.
I can't wait. And it's only 10 by 10. I did the math twice. Well, I didn't do the math. I put it in that calculator because I don't do math. But it said 10 by 10 and I was like, really? It looks bigger than that, but it must just be from framing it. I don't know. But the colors are so pretty. So this was a lot of fun too. So I have all of them ready. I have my rotation here. So I'm so excited. We're going to toss it over there. So those are all my whips.
Yes, and then you have haul. I don't have any haul. I mean, I did buy a lot of floss when I was at the Stitching Bee, but they were all individual flosses that I needed for patterns.
For different projects.
Yes. Yeah. So I don't have a haul to share.
This.
But you have a haul to share.
Where'd it go? Yeah. Okay, so it's all Blackbird design haul because, buy all the Blackbirds. So I'll show them one at a time. So this one is Hard to Remembers by Blackbird Designs, and this is the book that everyone saw. I think this came out at Market last year. And there's just so many things in here I want to do. I just love it. I think the gift that I got in the gift exchange might have been out of here. I'm not positive, but I think it might have been. Because the top had one of these. So that's the first one. I'm building up my Blackbird stash. So this one is called Sewing Club by Blackbird, and there's so many in here I want to do.
Yeah, there are a ton of them in there, and they're beautiful.
Yeah, they're so talented. So, and then Home for the Holidays is the next one. And when this was going around a couple years ago, everyone was doing this one on the back with the cardinal, and I probably will do that one, but I don't think that's why I bought it. I can't remember which pattern in here made me buy this, but I do just want all the
They're all beautiful. And they're stockings. They're all the little stockings in there.
Yeah,
they're absolutely just cute.
And then this I was seeing all over around the 4th of July, Lady Liberty in a pin drum. I've never finished a pin drum, so I want to stitch this for sure and do my first pin drum. Now I have a mantle, so I can put stuff up on there, short stuff. And then when I was binge watching all of Annie B's folk art videos, she had done some pairs from another designer, and then she was designing some pairs, so now I need to make some pairs.
It's addicting.
So cute. And then the Blackbird Fabric came out, and so I bought a whole bunch of it. And I'm not
where did you get that from?
I got this from Teresa Kogut, the Kitten Stitcher. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I just had to have it, and I know it doesn't last when it comes out, so I just bought, I think I got a 1/4 yard and then a yard. I don't know why I only did maybe this is a 1/2 yard, I don't know. It's just going in my stash for now, so I have ideas, so hopefully I'll be able to show you something in the future that I make out of this. But
yeah, you can always use it for backing on different pillows too.
Yeah. I actually have well, I'll tell you about that later.
Okay.
It's a surprise. And then I have one more thing. So I've never had a beeswax thread conditioner ever, and Laura brought me this today, and isn't that cute? It's a little bee in a little beehive. And so I'm gonna figure out how to use it. So thank you.
You're welcome.
I might just display it because it's so stinking cute.
It is cute.
So that's my haul. I have plenty of it. Yeah, I even have a little more that I didn't even show.
That's all right. Save those for future videos,
yeah,
right?
for sure. Yeah.
And then what are these?
Oh yeah, I do have more plans. Even more. I'll say so. These are kind of haul and plans. So this is a pattern. It was the Queen of England's 70th anniversary, her jubilee or whatever it was called. And you want to hold it up?
Sure.
Thank you. And I saw this on Instagram, and it's called Corgi Love by the Snowflower Diaries. And these are the floss.
Aren't those colors just stunning?
I love that purple. And I figured I could do that fairly quickly. And I bought, or actually this is I didn't buy this. I had this from a while back. This is the 28 count
Monaco.
Coffee tea dyed a la Priscilla. And so these are the colors. I don't know if you could see them on that.
I think that's going to look really nice on that.
And it should be a pretty quick stitch, and I just wanted it for my little tray. I thought about doing a whole bunch of them, and I thought, well, let's just try this one. See how far
it looks just like the Queen of England.
Doesn't it? It's so cute with the little corgis. Yeah, adorable. I love Snowflower Diaries. She's got some really cute freebies. All her patterns are amazing. So I have been following her lately on Instagram, and she's pretty funny too. So, and then like I said, I just zipped it up.
That's okay.
I've been following Annie Beez on Instagram too with her girls, and they started Jane Austen 2022 sew along or stitch along.
SAL, right?
SAL, and so I bought this pattern. It's Miss Bingley's Library from Plum Street Samplers, and these are the fabrics that go with it. And this is these are the floss, and then this is more of that Rebel Stitcher 18 count fabric that I'm going to do it on, and then I have this needle minder, and I'm pretty sure I just lost your needle. No, there it is. Okay. And I don't know if you'd be able to see that needle minder. It's Pride and Prejudice, my favorite Jane Austen movie and book. So I didn't actually get this started. I had it about all kitted up and ready to go. So
really like the colors. It just kind of reminds me of Pride and Prejudice.
Doesn't it?
Soft, feminine.
Yeah. Kind of a little muted maybe, and country kind of.
Very pretty.
Yeah, love it.
Very, very pretty.
So excited to do that. I'm a little late to the party. I think they started their sale on June 1st, but it's a sale, so you can go when you need to go and do what you need to do. So, I wanted to mention I have a big Dazer light. I bought it new in December, and I'm sure anyone who knows Dazer lights knows they're not cheap. I think I paid $400 for it, and the shipping was like $75. And it's not working for me. I really like my little glasses. The big light is not working for me at all. So I'm going to sell it. And if you're interested, email me. Our email will be listed in the description box. I'm also going to put it on Stash Unload on the Facebook group if you're in there. So, and if you're in Southeast Wisconsin, I could probably figure out how to get it to you. Otherwise, you'd have to pay for shipping, which I think I paid $75 for shipping because it's not light. It's heavy, and it's people who love them, which is why I bought it, because a lot of people told me how great they were, and I'm sure that they work really well for them, but it didn't work for me. So I just wanted to mention on here that I'm selling that, and then it'll be in Stash Unload. And then
last month's giveaway.
Yeah.
Right?
Before that, I should just talk about this just a little bit.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So
That's right.
I'm super emotional today, so I'm trying not to cry. I don't know why.
She has to have knee surgery
Yeah.
at the end of August.
So
and it's been a little rough because she's been dealing with cancer for the last several years. She is cancer free, but you know how that works. You still have to take medication for a very, very long time. And she went through a lot. And now she has to have knee surgery at the end of August. So it's a little overwhelming.
Yeah. And that's all it is. I think this is all hormonal nonsense. But so I'm having a total knee replacement, which people do this every day. It's fine. You know, like Laura said, it's not cancer. You got this. So, and I think it's really just medical trauma. I think that's all it is. I just had too much, too soon, too quick to put together stuff, like 2 years of just intensive horror, and then it's over, and now there's something else. So it is what it is. It's fine. But anyhow, I'll be doing that at the end of August. So our September video might be a little late because it sounds like I'm going to be out using a walker for
No way!
I'm like, a walker? They're like, you need to, you're going to get a walker. I'm like, what?
Her stitching is probably going to become really creative too on the pain meds.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how much I get done. I don't know. Yeah, because they get you up moving right away. And I'm sure tons of you have had knee replacements. And please don't tell me any horror stories. But if you have anything positive to tell me, I'd love to hear it. Yeah, so, and that's happening. I just thought I would share that quick, and we'll mention it again probably next month because it'll be a lot sooner than, than now. Because it's about 6 weeks out. So my husband said to me yesterday, you can wait a while to get all worked up about it. 6 weeks away. I was like, have you met me? So anyways, that's that. And thanks for, thank you. Yep. Okay, so we do have a giveaway from our last video, and then we have a giveaway for this video. So for last video, it was Jeanette Douglas's Jump into Spring. Laura had completed it and shown it in our last video, and we're giving that away. And the winner is Patty Kollack. I think it's pronounced Kollack. And thank you, Patty, for your sweet comment. I really appreciated it. And then we have a giveaway for this video. So I think it's over here. Yeah. Okay, and it's called it's from By the Bay Needle Art, and it's I Am a Needlesmith, and it includes the linen from Lynn's, and it's cut right for this pattern. It's the right size, and we'll show that.
And there's the fabric in the back, so that's included in the package as well. It's really cute. It has a little tomato pin cushion, a spool of thread, some scissors, a spinning wheel down in the corner. It's a very, very cute pattern.
Yeah. So I think you just want to mention the word needle art in your comment. And if you want to tell us, anything about needle art, you can. But really, we just need to be able to search that word. So the usual stuff about giveaways. It's not sponsored by YouTube. You have to be 18. Don't use the word. We have to delete comments that use the word giveaway or free stuff or anything like that. And we want you to be included. So, don't do that. And
I think that's it. Thanks for joining us today.
All right, thanks for watching. We're grateful you joined us today, and we'll see you next time.
Okay, so here is a little video. This is how I have all my flosses stored. It's on the inside of an old cabinet that I have. So you can see that I've got them. And all I did was get some metal rods. And like I said, Bill cut them with the wire cutters for me. I got like tape right there on the end so they don't slide off of the 3M sticky clips. And then I got everything ordered in order alphabetically. And so that's how I have it. This side is my Gentle Arts threads. There's some of my stamping stuff. And there's my little computer. And there's my sewing machine. And then this is Classic Colorworks over here. And then this was a Floss of the Month Club I did for a little while until the lady went out of business. And then this is my, down here is my Weeks Dye Works.